Okay, so this is just a quick video to help you with Lab 19, the Metamorphic Mineral Identification Lab. And I think by now you've looked at enough mineral labs that you're getting the idea of how you go about solving these mineral mysteries. I have a picture here of a green garnet. Garnet is a metamorphic mineral, and most people think of garnets as red. And this one is green. Garnets actually come in a lot of different colors. This is a pretty one. And so I just wanted to show it to you. One thing about the metamorphic minerals is they really are quite beautiful. A lot of them are green or red or blue. So here's our introductory page with the information about how we're going to look at these minerals and the alphabetical listing, again, not the list that goes in the same order as your numbers. So you're going to fill out this page. Actually, it's spread over 2 pages as usual. And as usual, you're going to find the videos for these minerals under the Mineral and Rock video tab, and you can either download the Excel spreadsheet or just click directly on the links to the YouTube videos. These are minerals 23 to 32. I'm just going to show you some pictures of each of these because they really are quite unique and you should be able to narrow them down as you watch the videos. Actinolite is a green mineral and it is what we call bladed. You can see that it kind of radiates out from a central region, and it looks a little bit like a sword blade if you look at any individual crystals. So that's actinolite. Chlorite is also green, and it's kind of like a mica. It flakes away like a little piece of biotite or muscovite, and that's how I identify chlorite. Epidote is a third green mineral, and epidote, unfortunately, or however you want to look at it, actually forms 2 very distinct kinds of crystals. There are these dark green or almost black needle-like crystals, and then there's this kind of grass green opaque mineral that doesn't really have much of a shape. This is the one that you're going to see in the video, but I show you this one as well. Garnets are dodecahedrons. That's a 12-sided crystal, and here are some red garnets in a metamorphic rock called a schist. And again, I showed you a green garnet at the beginning of the video. Glaucophane is our first blue mineral, and here are some beautiful glaucophane crystals. Glaucophane often occurs in very sugary small minerals like what's shown here in this rock. These are actually some red garnets in here, and there are some green minerals in here as well. So there's a lot of different things in this rock, and the glaucophane mineral is the blue stuff in here. Hematite is a mineral that we've seen before, but this particular variety is called a micaceous specularite. And what that means is there's a lot of mica in it, and that's why it's so shiny. Remember that the key to hematite is that it has a red streak. Our next blue mineral is kyanite, and kyanite has a very long needle-like or bladed crystal structure, so that makes it easy to identify. And then we have plagioclase, which we've definitely seen before, and it turns out plagioclase is a mineral that forms in metamorphic conditions. Remember that plagioclase is easy to identify because it has striations, and you can kind of see them in this sample right here. We then come to another green mineral called serpentine, and it actually is kind of a blue and green mineral. It has sort of a waxy appearance, doesn't really have a crystal form. And what's interesting about serpentine is there's a lot of it in California, and it makes up what's known as serpentinite, which is California's state rock. We'll talk about serpentinite when we talk about metamorphic rocks. Finally, we get to the mineral called tremolite, another one of these minerals that has a couple different forms. There's a green, crystalline, transparent form, and then there's kind of a white, opaque form as well. So those are your metamorphic minerals. There are some pre-lab and post-lab questions, and some of them I've already answered for you. And remember, of course, you have your mineral charts at the back of your lab. Okay, that was quick. If you have any questions, come see me in office hours.